back to my channel. My name is Holly. This is She Reads. Today we are going to be talking all about popular series of which I own, but I have not read, but I want to read. So as you might be able to tell by most of my videos, which are a lot of book hauls, I own a lot of books. I pick up a lot of books like at used book sales and stuff like that, so I get a lot of books for really cheap, and I have a lot of series that I have not read, but that I'm very interested in reading. So I typically like reading more standalones rather than series, but lately I've kind of been starting to get into series a little bit more. And by series, I also include like duologies and trilogies. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the popular series that I have not read yet, but want to. So the first books we are going to talk about is J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. And I have had these books literally for forever. I have started reading the first one when I was like 16, so I still have my like placeholder in there, and I had actually received these as a gift from my boyfriend when I was 16 years old. So the boyfriend is long gone, but the books still remain, and I have not read them yet. I love all of the Lord of the Rings movies, like absolutely obsessed with them. I own them all and I've watched them all a million times, so I know that I will like the books, but I just have not actually sat down and read them yet. So they are on my to-read list. The next series is the Ghost Hunters series by Marley Gibson. I only have book one, which is The Awakening, and I have not read it yet, but this is definitely a popular series. If you have not heard of it, I will read the synopsis. Kendall Moorhead can't sleep, not a wink. Ever since her family moved from Chicago to the small town of Radisson, Georgia, Kendall hasn't gotten a decent night's sleep. It's just too freaking quiet. To remedy the situation, Kendall's father brings home a white noise machine. The soothing sound of static should help Kendall drift off to La La Land, but what Kendall hears is anything but relaxing. A voice comes through the machine. A voice? Has Kendall completely lost her mind? Or is she waking up to a world she never knew existed? This one sounds right up my alley. I'm sure that I will love this series. This is the only book that I own out of it, so I am going to give it a read and then see if I should invest in the rest of the series. Next, we are going to be talking about Leigh Bardugo's Six of Crows, and this is the first in, I believe, a trilogy, and this one is like all over BookTube. It's a super, super popular book, so I'm sure that you have heard of it if you are watching this video, but it says, Ketterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price, and no one knows that better than criminal prodigy Kaz Becker. Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that could make him rich beyond his wild dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. So basically, they're just like a crew of vastly different people coming together to get this heist done. It's supposed to be a very, very, very good series. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I am looking forward to reading Six of Crows. Next, we have the 50 Shades of Grey series by E.L. James, and I have had the first one for a long time. I got it when it first came out and there was so much hype about it. I got about a quarter of the way through it and DNF'd it. I did not like, I just like, nah, I wasn't really into it. And then I picked up the second and third book from my library book sale. I got them for 25 cents a piece. So I figured, why not? I still had the first one, and I mean, it's done so well that I have to think that maybe I just wasn't in the right frame of mind to read something like this, but I definitely want to give it a second shot, so I at least have the entire trilogy now in case I do want to try them again. The next series is Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles collection, and this is also a book that I picked up at my library sale. So again, 25 cents, can't go wrong. There's 3 books in one in here. Anne Rice is one of my favorite horror authors, but I have never read her vampire trilogy. Many of you, I'm sure, have seen or read Interview with the Vampire. It is her most famous work. So this book has Interview with the Vampire, Lestat, and Queen of the Damned. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading these, and I'm actually really surprised that I have never read them already. Next, we are going to talk about Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and this is the first in a trilogy, which has also done really, really well on BookTube that I'm very interested in picking up. So this one says, Mare Barrow's world is divided by blood, those with red and those with silver. Mare and her family are lowly Reds destined to serve the silver elite whose supernatural abilities make them nearly gods. Mare steals what she can to help her family survive, but a twist of fate leads her to the royal palace itself, where in front of the king and all his nobles, she discovers an ability she didn't know she had, except her blood is red. To hide this impossibility, the king forces her into a role of a lost silver princess and betroths her to one of his own sons. As Mare is drawn further into the silver world, her actions put into motion a deadly and violent dance, pitting prince against prince and Mare against her own heart. So this one, once again, extremely popular. The first in a trilogy, and I'm definitely looking forward to picking this one up. Next, we have Cassandra Clare's The Mortal Instruments series. I only have 2 out of this series. I've got book 1 and book 3. I'm missing book 2. Like I said, I've just been picking these up at I think this one at the library sale, and I got this one at the used bookstore. So I'm a little bit confused as to what order I'm supposed to read these in. I've said this in a couple videos already. I know that all of her books can kind of tie together, like she has multiple series and they kind of cross over, but I'm not sure if I have to read all of the series or what order I'm supposed to read them in. So if somebody knows those answers, please let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm very interested in reading her work because I've heard nothing but good things about her. But I don't know much about the series at all, other than I have heard that they're so good, so I've been picking them up when I see them for super, super cheap. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what order I'm supposed to read these in. That would be great. And the last series we are going to talk about is Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games trilogy. So I picked these up at my local thrift shop, and they do a sale where if you buy 4 books, you get the 5th one free. And these ones are like brand new, like they're hardcover. They're beautiful, and I saw them there and I thought, why not pick them up? When these first came out, I wasn't really into the idea of these books at all. Like I kind of thought that it was a silly premise for a book. But I mean, they've done so well and I got them for so cheap. So I thought, why not give it a shot? Maybe it'll really surprise me and I'll really like them. Well, you guys, that is it for the series that I have not read, but I want to read. These are all really popular books, so I'm kind of surprised that I haven't gotten into them in the past, but they are on my TBR for the future. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these, or if you haven't, why haven't you? Are you not interested in some of them? Or like, what's your reason for that? For me, it's just pretty much pure laziness and the fact that I typically don't read a lot of series. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!